How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Wasteland 2 combat tutorial. The reason I chose to do this video is because I've seen a couple of combat tutorials online, but all of them are super dragged out. The videos are really long and none of them actually do a really good job of showing you how to properly engage in combat in Wasteland 2. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump straight to it. I've just come across an encounter. We're about to get into combat, and I'm going to show you from beginning to end how to be successful in combat every single time. So I have 5 characters, or 5 desert rangers. This guy right here, Rick, he doesn't count. He's for another quest. So I don't think he's actually going to be engaging in combat. But I've got 5 characters, and each of them have different types of weapons, different traits, different skills, things of that nature. So this guy right here, Tinker, he's my sniper. So I normally keep him in the back at long distance and try to snipe people from a good ways off. This character is Willie. He's my shotgunner, so I always move him in up close. This is Johnny. He's got a submachine gun, so I also move him in pretty close. And these other 2 characters, Ted and Angela, they use assault rifles, so I utilize them between long and medium range. Now, like I said, this is an encounter, so there are some raiders possibly, or radiated creatures, something in this area. We're going to assume that they're raiders because this looks like some sort of fort. Okay? Now, instead of just selecting everybody like this and running out through here until I run into somebody, we're going to carefully scout the area and place our rangers in positions that make sense. So I'm going to select my sniper. He's by himself. I'm going to go ahead and put him right here and drop him to a knee. Now, whenever you drop to a knee, it said right there. So for example, it says stand. I'm going to take a 20% hit to evasion and a minus 10% chance to hit. So whenever I crouch, those stats go up. I've got a plus 20% evasion and a plus 10% chance to hit. So whenever you take shots, you want to be crouched if possible. Now, you also notice that whenever I crouched, it didn't cost any action points, but once combat begins, then it's going to cost action points in order to stand or to crouch. So what I've done here is I've crouched him in case, oh, see, there's a guy right here. I could actually shoot him right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to yet because I don't have my other rangers in a position. So now what I'm going to do, let's see, we'll take Willie here. Willie is a shotgunner, so I'm going to move him up a little closer. Go ahead and crouch just in case. Johnny, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move him right up here with Willie and crouch just in case. And we're just going to move our rangers one by one just to be careful. I'll move Angela over here. Crouch. This guy is probably going to get himself killed. And then Ted, let's see, we're going to put you, for now, we'll put you right there. And then crouch. So far, we can only see one raider. He's a melee character. And you can tell by his name, it says Cutter, and he's walking around with a machete. And you can see that he's got 2 armor, so he's going to have a little bit of damage reduction. Now, if I wanted to, I could select my sniper, and I cannot take this shot because he's out of range right now. But if I wanted to go ahead and begin the encounter from this position, then I could. But what we're going to do instead is determine if there are, or if there is, a better position that I can move to. This looks like the high ground up here. There could possibly be a sniper up there. We don't know yet. Let's see. We're going to select Ted here. Move him right there. Crouch. Select our sniper again. Eventually this guy is going to move back into range, and then we're going to be able to shoot him. 84% chance. Let's try it. Look at that. Immediate kill. Now, as you can see, that guy is dead, and the encounter didn't actually start. The other raiders in the area are not aware of what's going on, which is a good thing. So now I can continue to move up and hopefully get another jump on the enemy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everybody. I'm going to click this reload button. Now it says these 2 people are out of ammo. Now if I select one, it says this current magazine has 21 rounds out of 30. When it says out of ammo, that just means that she doesn't have any extra ammo. She won't be able to reload. Okay? And the same thing for this guy over here. He's got 18 of 25, but that's all he has is 18 bullets. He won't be able to reload. And there we go. The encounter begins. Looks like there was someone over here who spotted me. And I took a hit. So I cannot actually see him right now. Now if you'll look up here at the top, you can see there's a queue. And right now it's selected Tinker. That means it's his turn. You cannot select which characters go first. And once I'm done with my sniper, Angela will go next. So what I'm going to do is I have 8 action points, which is listed right here. And I can do several things. I could reload if I wanted to, which I don't need to, but that would cost 5 action points. I could set up an ambush, and that's going to cost me 6 action points. Now what an ambush does is it's going to leave my character where he is, but if any enemy character runs within my line of sight and within his range, I get to take a shot at them. And then of course you have the stand button, which we're not going to do. And then you have precision strike. If you select precision strike, it lets you take a shot as you normally would, but you get to choose which part of the body you want to shoot. So you could choose to shoot the head, but you're going to take a chance to hit penalty. So you can do more damage, but you are less likely to hit that enemy character. So what we're going to do now is it's Tinker's turn, my sniper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave him crouched and I'm going to put him on ambush. Now it's Angela's turn. As you can see, Angela has 10 action points. She's a much higher level and she can move very far. So if we want to move her to a better position, I don't know if we do. What we can do is also leave her on ambush. If someone runs through here, she can take a shot. If someone comes into this area, pretty much anywhere inside this red circle, then she's going to take a shot at them. So I'm going to put her on ambush as well. Okay, now we've got Ted. Ted also has an assault rifle. He's got 8 action points. And I cannot actually see this guy, which is kind of strange. So I could move behind cover right here. And you see I have plus 60 evasion and plus 10 chance to hit. However, because I have an assault rifle, the distance is a little too close. You want to kind of back off a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him to this cover over here and put him on ambush. Now this is Willie. As you can see, his range of fire is much shorter because he's got a shotgun, as shown down here. And what we're going to do for him is also leave him on ambush, and then we're going to do the same thing with Johnny. And he's dead. As you can see, there was a guy over here that we couldn't see, but it was his turn to move in the queue. He came around the corner, and we had several people on ambush who were waiting for him. I think it was my sniper who ended up taking him out, but Ted also took a shot at him. These guys, since he did not move into within their range, they did not take a shot at him. So you can tell by this little banner above their head that they are still on ambush. So that's good. And now we go back, and now it's Angela's turn again. And so we can decide what we're going to do next. So we can zoom out here. We can examine the battlefield a little bit. And we have to be really careful because we don't know if there's someone up here. We don't know if there's someone over here. And we want to make sure that we stay behind cover at all times. So what I can do is I'll move her right here, move her up a little bit. And now I'm going to place her on ambush. My sniper is So we can tell that there's someone over here. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put him on ambush, leave him crouched, and try to protect my men as much as possible. Let's see. This assault rifle, I'll move him back here to this position and then place him on ambush. I see I took a shot, but it missed, so that's unfortunate. Okay, now it's Willie's turn. Now this is a Raider Cutter. He's got a melee weapon, so he's definitely going to try and attack Ted at some point. What I'm going to do with Willie is, again, leave him on ambush and protect my men. Angela, let's see. What should I do? I'm going to move her over here a little bit, see if I can spot anyone over here. Doesn't look like it. I'll go ahead and place her on ambush. My submachine gunner, I'll do the same thing. You can see that his range of fire is really, really small. So I'm going to use him to protect these guys over here. I'll put him on ambush. My sniper, my sight is blocked. I think the best idea would be to leave him on ambush again. Now, you'll see right here, I'm very close to this enemy character, but I've only got an 8% chance to hit him with Ted. And that's because I'm using an assault rifle, which is a, mid to long range weapon. So what I'm going to do is fall back a little bit. Let's see, I'll put him right here on this side of the wall. And now I'm going to put him on ambush, and then when this guy moves around the corner, several people are going to take shots at him, and hopefully he'll be killed. Just like that. And now, as you can see, the encounter is over. I've gained my experience points, and not a single ranger was harmed. Now, this was a pretty easy encounter, I would say. They can get harder over time, but as you can tell, I didn't move very far at all. I mean, I basically came up here, took cover, and then let these guys come to me, set up my ambush points, and they were never able to touch me. And so if you pretty much follow those rules every single time you come into an engagement, keep that distance, make sure you're protecting your rangers, you'll be successful every time. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really hope that it helped. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Insist you kids just quit this game. I pin grit when I spit, boy, I'm insane. And I keep it 100, boy, stay on my lane. I do it for my hometown.